Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So on today's video I thought I'd change things up a bit because, let's be sincere, I don't really have the funds to go buy all the makeup that's coming out right now and show it to you. And to be honest, it's not something that I would want to do because I love makeup for what it is. Makeup. Colors that I can put on my face, looks that I can create, how I can have fun, how I can be silly, how I can enjoy this form of art, because for me it's a form of art. So on my today's video I'm gonna show you this look, which is my everyday look, 15 minutes, quick and easy, and I'm gonna talk to you about my experience changing countries and moving from South America to Europe. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and on to the video. Okay, so as you already know by the title, today I'm going to be doing a chit-chatty video where I do my eye makeup, like my everyday makeup look, and I tell you some things about myself, where I'm from, why I moved to Italy, what it has been like, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so I prepped my face. I used the Makeup Revolution primer and I used this Wet n Wild foundation, and I set everything with the Coty airspun translucent powder, which I got recently, about a week ago, and I've been trying it out and I really like it. I've had a bit of a difficulty in the beginning because it's too white, but then once you learn how to work with it, it's so cool. Okay, so I'm going to be using this Freedom Makeup palette, and it's a palette that I actually got in one of those Revolution mystery boxes. I got this one for free. I don't think they make this anymore, but the Revolution palettes are really good. Yeah, so I'm gonna take a bit of foundation or concealer, whatever you prefer, and put a dot on top of each of my eyelids. I was gonna say eyebrows, eyelids. Oops. And you go kind of like this. I do this to get a uniform tone, and done. Then I take some of the airspun powder in a beauty blender. I like the beauty blender for this. So it has this tiny puff, and I tap without making a mess on top of the puff and go like this. So now, as you can see, this palette for me, it's one that works really well because it's like rose golds and pinkish tones, and that doesn't make it too harsh. And because I hate how some colors look in the office light. Haven't you you go into the office, then you have these huge white lights and you look dead even if you have a ton of makeup on? So I find that this one for me works really well. So I'm gonna take a fluffy-ish brush, and I'm gonna go here in this kind of cool shade that doesn't have a name. So since I have hooded eyes, I'm gonna do the crease a bit higher. So I'm gonna go all the way up here, but not touching the eyebrow. Can you see the area I'm drawing on? Can you see how high it is? Because it makes sure that my makeup doesn't disappear when I open my eyes. So I tap some on it, you tap like this, tap, 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 and then you kind of blend it slowly. Okay, so as I said in the title, yeah, I'm not from Italy, I'm actually from Colombia, but half of my grandparents are Italian. They moved to South America during the Second World War, and in exchange I came here 6 years ago. Yes, it's been 2012. I was kind of paranoid because I thought, oh my god, it's gonna be the end of the world in 2012. You remember all that scene that, oh, the world's ending, and I thought I was gonna be away from my parents when the world ended. I was kind of scared, but it went fine. So I moved to Italy when I was 23. Yeah, when I was 23. And it was a complete shock. It's very different from anything I was used to. People say if you're from a Latin country, it's gonna be similar. No, there's not one country that is similar to the next one, because it's just not possible. So I came here, and the first thing that shocked me was how invasive Italian people are. Like, they talk straight up to your face. Like, if they talk to you, they get really close, and they are touchy and feely, and they hug and they kiss. And at the beginning, it was really, really a cultural shock. But once you understand that they don't do it with a bad intention, you kind of just like ignore it. For me, it's become something normal. So, okay, now I'm gonna take this little brush here. I'm gonna go in here with this shade here, this pink shade. And I'm gonna put that all over my lid. Let me get a bit closer. Okay, so you can probably see me better now. So I'm gonna go and put this all over my lid. It is a shimmery, satiny color, but if you're going for a quick look, don't be too fixated on, oh, I'm just gonna use matte shades in here and shimmer shades there, because that's not necessarily worth it. I started adapting to the culture, and the thing that like surprised me the most, and that I really liked the most, was how much people eat in here. You wonder, like, how are they all so fit and beautiful? And it was really surprising. So the first time I went to it was a baptism or a Holy Communion. It was a big event, and yeah, there was this lunch planned for everyone, and I was invited, and I was like, cool, I'll go. So we get to the reception place, to the eating place, and like they sit you down in these beautiful tables, you start chatting with people, and there's like this huge amount of antipasti in front of the tables. Like, you have the prosciutto, you have the parmigiano, and you have the pore, which are the like tomatoes, and you have the olives and bread. Everything's so good. You start stuffing your face, because it's not like they have 4 bits of parmigiano and no, they have the huge wheel of parmigiano in a table, and you kind of like, why is there so much food? And then they come in with the primo piatto, which in this case was like a slice of lasagna. Lasagne, we're in Italy. Lasagna is like the sheet of pasta. Lasagna is the dish in itself. I'm gonna take, right now, I'm gonna go with this darker color right here. And that I'm gonna put on the outer corner of my eye. Okay, so as I was saying, they came in with these huge plates with the lasagna. And I was like, oh, good, food's here. So I went ahead and ate the entire plate. Okay, first mistake, because that's not the only dish, and I was shocked to see that they took away the lasagna and they brought in another primo, which means another plate of pasta from different types. And I thought it was done there, but it wasn't, because then they brought the meat. So they had this maialino di latte, which is like a baby pig, baby pork. I don't know if that's the right way to say it. It's like a small pig that they roast many hours, so it's crunchy on the outside and it's really tender on the inside, with roast potatoes and salad. I was like, okay, more food, fine. I ate a bite or two. I was like really embarrassed to leave food on the plate, but I couldn't do it anymore, so I left it there. And they came in with la frutta, because after il primo e il secondo c'è la frutta. Then they had il dolce, which means they had the huge cake, yeah, because it was a Holy Communion or whatever. And many of you are gonna say, oh, but that's the special occasions. The thing is that I've been to many houses, to many homes, where a normal lunch does have il primo e il secondo, and the bread and wine and then the fruit. And I really wonder how people eat so much, just takes so bit. Okay, so back to makeup. What I'm doing with the dark color is that I'm stamping it like in the outer corner of my eye, Lately I found that stamping it works wonders at the beginning, and then what I like to do is that I take the first brush I used, in this case it's this fluffy brush over here, and I kind of like blend. Now I'm going to take a smaller brush right here, and I'm going to dip it in the second color I used, and I'm going to do it just here, in the outside, but like just here. Taking this color and I'm going to blend it up there. And now I'm going to take that first brush and I'm going to try and blend out everything softly. So I'm going to use this white, creamy white over here. And I'm going to go in here like this. One of the things that got me most, like amazed me the most, are Italian breakfasts. Because see, you grow up hearing things like, you shouldn't have candy for breakfast, you shouldn't have cake for breakfast, you should have something healthy like a sandwich or a bowl of cereal. And I arrived here and the first day, like my cousin was, okay, let's go have breakfast. You have to have breakfast right away. I'm gonna wear some highlight on the upper, like here, and in the inner corner of my eye a bit more, because why not? I'm gonna go put it up here. So as I was saying, you wake up, you go have breakfast right away, even if you're not hungry. And what a surprise, the breakfast is completely sweet. So you're going to be having cornetti, which are kind of like croissants, but not filled with Nutella or filled with marmellata. Burst of sugar, first thing in the morning, and you're like, what? So I'm putting some highlight on my cupid's bow, as you can see, not much, but I like the effect. I put some on the tip of my nose, and then I went in with my finger, and then I'm gonna put some here, just like so. Okay, so I'm going in with this Max Factor mascara. Okay. Now the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this brush. The most awesome things are the parents, when they don't want to prepare anything, they buy like these huge bags of cookies that are big like this. So cookies, like chocolate cookies or chocolate chip cookies. And kids have for breakfast, even adults have for breakfast, like 8 or 10 cookies and a huge tub of milk. Like they don't have a glass, they have like a huge bowl of milk. They dip in the cookies. What cultural shock, but you know what? Sometimes it's a treat. So lastly, to celebrate Italy and the things I've told you, I'm gonna wear this lipstick here. It's by Kiko Milano, the Free Soul collection, in the color 01, which is Free Soul. It's a very pretty color. I forgot to put on the blush. I know many people don't like it, but I want to show you the difference it makes on me. Like, I'm very generous with the blush. Like, very generous. I like to put it on everywhere. Yes, so this is the final look. The look that I use every day. 15 minutes to 20 minutes and I'm done. And I feel glam enough for the rest of my day. I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. If you did, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give it then a thumbs up. And leave your comments down below. What are you curious about from moving away from home or from Italy? I'm an open book, and even though I don't have the experience of the world, I would be glad to share with you some tips and tricks. Guys, so I hope to see you on the next one. Bye!